Okay, hi everyone. I'm Dan Wagner, and I'm the project manager for CU Hyperloop. So who is CU Hyperloop? We are an engineering project team that has competed in the SpaceX Hyperloop pod competition in previous years. For that competition, we have to propel this pod really, really quickly down a 1 mile vacuum sealed track. The way our team elected to do this was create this cold gas thruster, and I was part of the team that worked on that propulsion design. So this is a render of our design. Here's a run characteristic that I worked on, and I also worked on component selection. So this is the COPV, or the gas canister that we bought for our design. So as the team progresses through its design, we move on to the competition week, which takes place in past years in Los Angeles at SpaceX's headquarters, in this long tube that you see right here, which is a vacuum tube. Now, our team only made the top 50 out of about 1,000 teams each year that we competed, so we weren't able to bring our pod with us, but we were able to come to the competition and see cool things like SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket that's on display. And I also got to take a picture with Elon Musk. So if you're wondering, I am indeed famous, which is great. So this year, things have changed a little bit. We're going to be building a tunnel boring machine. And you might be asking, Hyperloop, tunnel boring, it seems like pretty different activities. And they are very, very different. And our team is looking to recruit a bunch of new people that are eager to take on these new challenges. So far, we've kind of worked on this small scale prototype here. We've gotten our hands on about a metric ton of dirt from the construction happening over by the engineering center on campus, and we've started to test some prototypes out in that dirt. So the competition that we're competing in is the Not a Boring competition, which is hosted by another Elon Musk venture called the Boring Company, who is focused on tunnel digging. So there are 3 main goals to this competition. So the top level is who's the fastest to dig a tunnel. Then kind of just below that is who's the fastest to use their tunnel. So who can drive an RC car through that tunnel before anybody else. And then whose tunnel is most precise. So who can dig a tunnel in from points A to point B with as great accuracy as possible. So these 3 top level goals inform our mission, which is simply put, we're going to be digging some dirt. Now this statement, this mission informs or begs a couple of questions that we need to go on to answer. How are we going to dig dirt? Pretty straightforward. How are we going to control where we dig? Has anything broken on our tunnel digger? And where do we put the dirt we have already dug? So these 4 questions then correspond to our 4 main sub-themes. And that's digging, control, electronics, and extraction. Now, if you join CU Hyperloop, you're going to be put onto one of these teams, and that team is going to be your source for how you're going to get your assignments. So what are the requirements to joining? First, and absolutely most importantly, is a strong work ethic and dedication. The second, and equally important, is working well with others. So that's both cooperation and respecting the other members of the team. And finally, this is pretty easily accomplishable, but you need to be an expert in finite element analysis, SolidWorks, PCB design, Python, component selection, project management, and have 2 or preferably 3 summer internships with Fortune 500 companies. Just kidding, you absolutely don't need to be able to do any of those things. We're more than happy to teach you all of these skills, and those skills will lead to a better resume, which you guys will be discussing tonight, and the ability to get hired by these summer internships, these companies during your college career, and then once you graduate. For instance, our alumni have worked at companies like Blue Origin, JPL, Black Sky Satellites, and some are also working on their PhDs in aerospace engineering, for instance. So thank you very much for having me. If you're interested, you can take a picture of this Google form link here, or you can also send me an email at cuhyperloop@colorado.edu. And maybe I can also send out this form link later tonight. Maybe I could pass it off to Mia or Time, and they can send it out to the larger group via email. So thank you very much.